Om Shanti. This is Sakar Murli of 31st January 2024. Essence. Sweet children, you now have to go to the towers of peace and happiness, and you therefore have to continue to transform and reform your old natures and characters. Question. What is the way for your head to be constantly refreshed? Answer. Churn the things that the Father tells you. By churning the ocean of knowledge, your head becomes refreshed. Those who are always refreshed are those able to serve others. Their batteries remain constantly charged because their connection remains with the Almighty Authority Father by churning knowledge. Song. Show the path to the blind, dear God. Om Shanti. This song was sung by human beings, but they don't know the meaning of it. This is also like a prayer, just as they have other prayers. They don't know the Supreme Soul. If they were to know the Supreme Soul, they would know everything. They speak of the Supreme Soul, but they don't know his life history, life story at all. So they are blind. Are they not? Each of you have now received a third eye of knowledge, and you are therefore called Trinetri. Although people in the world say the words Trinetri, Trikaldarshi, Trimurti, they don't know the meaning of them. Similarly, they ask what the connection between the science and silence is. Although they ask these questions, they themselves don't know the answers to them. They say there should be peace in the world, but when did that exist before? Who brought about peace? They don't know anything at all. They simply continue to ask these questions, and so there definitely be has to be someone who knows this and who could tell you. The Father has explained to you children that this play is predestined. There is a tower of peace and a tower of happiness. There is a tower of everything. The incorporeal world is a tower of peace where we souls reside. That is called a tower of silence. Then, in the golden age, there is a tower of happiness, a tower of peace and prosperity. No one else would actually say that the home of all of us souls is the land of liberation. Only the Father explains all of these things. The teacher has to be someone like that. He is the tower of knowledge. He also takes you to the towers of peace and happiness. This then is a tower of the land of sorrow. People are insolvent in every respect. It is only at this time that you receive your inheritance of purity, peace, and happiness. It is the greatness of this most auspicious confluence age. This is called the beneficial age. After the iron age, there is the golden age. That is a power of happiness. The other is a tower of peace. This is a tower of sorrow. Here there is a plenty of sorrow. All types of sorrow has now come together. It is said mountains of sorrow are to fall. When there are earthquakes, etc., everyone cries out in distress. The Father has explained that there is a little time left. It takes you children time to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. There are many who don't fully understand. Should they consider him to be a point? What should they consider him to be? Oh, but as is a soul, so the Supreme Soul. You know what a soul is. It is a lucky star. It is extremely subtle. You cannot see it with these eyes. So, the Father explains all of these things. By churning these things, your heads become refreshed. Wherever you go, you can explain there are the towers of peace and happiness and purity in the new world. The Father transforms your old natures and characters and makes you into the masters of the new world. Although people sing this and they study the Vedas, the scriptures and the Gita, etc., they don't understand anything at all. They continue to come down the ladder. Although they consider themselves to be authorities of the scriptures, they still have to come down. At first, all souls are Satopradhan, and then their batteries gradually discharge. At this time, everyone's battery is flat. The batteries are now being charged again. The Father says, Manmana Bhav, consider yourselves to be souls. The Father is the Almighty Authority. By remembering Him, your sins are cut away and your batteries become full. You now feel that your batteries are being charged. The batteries of some cannot be charged. Instead of being reformed, they become even more spoilt. They are even promised the Father, Baba, I will never indulge in vice. I will definitely climb vice. I will definitely climb my inheritance for 21 births from you. And yet they fall. The Father says, by conquering the vice of lust, you will become conquerors of the world. If you then indulge in vice, all your wisdom is lost. Lust is your greatest enemy. By looking at one another, there is a fire of lust. The Father says, by sitting on the pyre of lust, you have become ugly, and I am now making you beautiful. Only the Father explains these things to you. Your intellects open through this study. People also speak of the tree. This is the Kalpa tree. This is the variety tree of the human world. It is called the inverted tree. There is a variety of religions. All the millions of souls have received imperishable parts. No two can have the same part. Each of you has now received a third eye of knowledge. Just think how many souls there are. It is like a toy fish on a string. They come down the string. This too is like that. We are also tied by the strings of the drama. We have been coming down in this way, and the cycle has now come to an end, and we have to go back up. It is only now that you children receive this understanding. Souls come down from up above. They are added here, number wise. You are actors in this play. There is the creator, director, and principal actor. Shiv Baba is the principal one. Who are the other actors? Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. People on the path of devotion have made many images, but they don't know the meaning of them at all. They speak of hundreds of thousands of years. The Father has now come and is giving you all the knowledge. You now understand that you will not have this knowledge in the golden age. Just as the activities continue here, so too the kingdom of purity, peace, and happiness continues there. The Father is wonderful. He is also such a tiny point. Just as you are souls, in the same way, this one's souls is also received at the knowledge from the Father. All the knowledge from the Father. Baba would not be any larger. He is a point. You souls are also points. All of this knowledge is being imbibed by you souls. The Father will give you this knowledge again after a cycle. It is like a record that has been recorded and which then repeats. A whole part is recorded in the soul, something wonderful is called nature. Not a single person can be liberated from his part in this eternal drama. Each one of you has to play your part. These are very wonderful matters. When you understand them clearly and imbibe them, your mercury of happiness rises. You are receiving such a scholarship. So, you should make great effort. You have to make others equal to yourselves. All of you are teachers. A teacher teaches you and makes you into a teacher the same as himself. It isn't that you also have to become a guru. No, you are teachers because you teach Raj Yoga and you will then go back to home. home. Only you understand this. Neither do those people know this, nor can they grant salvation. The bestower of salvation for all is the one Father. He is also the liberator and the guide. When you go from there, the Father doesn't become your guide at that time. It is now that the Father becomes your guide. When you come down from your home, you even forget your home. You are now guides. You show everyone the path. May you be bodiless. Your name is also the Pandava army. You are bodily beings. When you are alone, you cannot be called an army. It is when you gain victory over Maya while in bodies that you are called an army. People have written things about war. These are unlimited matters. Those people hold conferences, etc., and open Sanskrit colleges, etc. They spend so much money. By spending so much, they have become almost empty. All the silver, gold, and diamonds have finished. So everything new will then emerge for you. Therefore, while walking and moving around, you children should have a lot of happiness. You have to remember the Father and the inheritance. Your parts continue all the time, they never end. The Father explains, you do not know your own births. He also tells this one who comes first the account of 84 births. You children receive a lot of happiness. You will have the stars of health, wealth, and happiness, and so you should have so much intoxication. The Father is giving us the unlimited inheritance. The closer you come, the more difficulties there will be. The tree has to grow. While a tree is still weak, it easily falls in a storm. This has to happen. The picture of your aim and objective is just in front of you. You cannot keep any other pictures. On the path of devotion, people keep so many pictures. On the path of knowledge, there is just the one. You have this knowledge in your intellects, but how could you take a photograph of a point? A soul is a star. These two are matters that have to be understood. A soul cannot be seen with these eyes. Many say, Baba, I want to have a vision. I want to see paradise. However, you cannot become the masters of that just by seeing it. People say that so and so has gone to heaven, but they don't know where heaven is. Only souls who have been to heaven can say this. The soul remembers everything. The highest on high Father is now teaching you, through which you will climb the highest on high status. You will definitely become Narayan from an ordinary man, number wise. According to the efforts you make, it is your duty to explain to those who ask for peace. Many people will understand that what you say is accurate. That time will also come. It is written that Bhishma Pita, my etc., was shot with arrows of knowledge by the Kumaris. It wasn't that Arjuna shot an arrow and the Gangas emerged. When they hear such things, they say that the Gangas emerged there. They have also created a Gomukh. You children can see that your memorial also exists here. That is a non-living Dilwala and this is living one. They have shown paradise up on the ceiling. Down below they are doing tapasya. And the images of the kingdom are above them. Therefore, people believe that heaven is up above. Even those who manufacture bombs understand that they are making them for their own destruction. They say, if we do this, destruction will definitely take place. It is also written that it happened in the same way in the Great War. All were destroyed. In the Golden Age, there is just the one religion, and so surely all the rest will be destroyed. You children also know that by performing devotion, they continue to come down according to the drama plan. In fact, here there is no question of receiving blessings, etc. Whatever is fixed in the drama is what happens. When something unexpected happens, people say that it is the will of God. You would not say that. You would say that it is destined in the drama. You would not say that it is the will of God. God too has a part in the drama. Only the Father can explain to you how the world cycle turns. Only the Father is knowledgeful. People think that He knows what is in the heart of everyone. However, we are the ones who would receive punishment for whatever we do. The Father would not sit and punish you. This is an automatic predestined drama which continues. Only the Father explains to you the secrets of its beginning, middle, and end. You then explain this to others. The father now says, children, your stage should be such that you don't remember anything. At the end, you consider yourselves to be souls. This is called the Karmatit stage. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the mother, father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father essence for dharana. First point, in order to receive a scholarship, make great effort. Become a teacher and teach others Raj Yoga. Become a guide and do the service of showing everyone the path home. Second point, charge your battery by having remembrance of the Almighty Authority Father. After making a promise to the Father, never be defeated by lust. Blessing, may you be a true server and with the full motivation of serving, enable every soul to experience the nourishing fruit of attainment. Explanation, true servers are those who constantly have good wishes and pure feelings for every soul. Such souls do not just give speeches, but with the motivation of serving, constantly have the feeling of giving happiness to all, the feeling to attain powers, and the feeling to increase zeal and enthusiasm, and to give the experience of cooperation. By serving them, enable them to experience the nourishing fruit of attainment. This is the true service. Tapasya is merged in doing such service. Slogan, in order to receive blessings from the Father, be loving, worthy, and obedient. With avyakt silence, experience the double light angelic stage. The more you continue to stabilize in the stage of sweet silence while being introverted, the more easily you will be able to understand the language of the eyes, the language of feelings, and the language of thoughts. This language is the language of a spiritual yogi life. Your silence power is even greater than science power. Just as science is able to give some practical proof, in the same way, the practical proof of the power of silence is your double light angelic life. When all of this practical proof is visible, then even against their conscious wish, everyone's vision will be drawn here and the drums of victory will beat. Acha, Om Shanti.